Good morning, Los Angeles, and thank you again for joining us. Good morning, Los Angeles, and thank you again for joining us. I know how deeply folks are concerned right now with the spread of coronavirus and the situation that we have here in Los Angeles. That's why yesterday I announced some historic measures to protect our livelihoods and our loved ones here in Los Angeles during this critical period. Measures that will be in effect through March 31st to stop large numbers of folks who are gathering in close proximity in gyms, in movie theaters, in bars, and of course in person eating in restaurants. We know these are difficult and these will be taxing days, but we appreciate so much that each one of us can do something to save a life of a loved one, can make sure that we flatten the curve and push it out so that some of what we're seeing in other cities around the world, other countries, and even cities here in the United States now doesn't come with the ferocity that we've seen to Los Angeles. Grocery stores, of course, are exempt from this. We all need to eat, and I wanted to let you see from behind the scenes just how much food there is for all of us here today. We're going to make sure that our grocery workers, and I want to thank everybody who works in a grocery store, who drives a truck, who's in a distribution or a center or warehouse, for the amazing work you are doing to make sure that society continues. And I'm here to reassure folks that we don't just have food for days or weeks, but for months, and that will continue unabated. Since Thursday, I've spoken with major representatives or representatives of major grocery groups who are represented here today next to me to make sure that we are meeting their needs and continuing to have safe delivery of secure food for everyone. They're going to tell you a few things today, but I want to reiterate a message I've been saying every single day. There's no reason to make a run on the supermarkets. It's appropriate to buy food for a week, as we do, but to buy so much food for a month or even for months has a consequence, not just for you, but for your loved ones, for grocery workers, and of course, for those who are most vulnerable and who need food right now. Let me be clear, supply chains are completely uninterrupted, and there's no shortage of food. So I'm imploring Angelenos not to overbuy, not to panic buy. You don't need to buy for months or even 1 month. Hoarding is hurting our most vulnerable Angelenos, folks who need food but are unable to get it or unable to wait in those lines. And descending on markets can create a dangerous situation with long lines and overcrowding, which could spread the coronavirus. Water will continue to flow. I know these folks sell some good bottled water. I also sell water right through the taps, and that will continue unabated. So please don't worry if there's any shortages of water. Use your tap at home. It's safe, it's secure, and it will continue. There's plenty of food, and toilet paper and paper towels will be replenished quickly. There are some things that will take a little bit longer. The best estimates, for instance, for hand sanitizer are a matter of weeks, not months, but there will be some time. So share with each other. And if you're sitting on a big cache of those things, please be considerate of those who also need to be sanitary and to maintain their work in stopping the spread of coronavirus. I'll say it again, hoarding is hurting our community. So please don't do that. And your behavior isn't just bad, it can cost somebody their life. I'd also like to take a moment to thank all of our first responders, those folks, not just doctors, nurses, public safety professionals, and so many others, but those cashiers at our local markets, the workers in our stock rooms, the drivers of the trucks that are getting food to our shelves. They've continued to show up for work. They were working long hours, and I want to thank them for everything that they are doing. I'm also working together with the Grocery Association and others to make sure that protective gear is available for those who are facing the public as soon as we get that and can incorporate them right with our nurses and doctors and health professionals and first responders, because what they are doing is life-saving. Grace under pressure. That's what I'm asking of this city during this tough time. We've been through tough days and we will get through this, Los Angeles, but only together. Take smart decisions that protect your family and protect our community and show the best of our spirit in terms of generosity and kindness. With that, I'm going to invite a few folks who are critical in these supply chains and in our local grocery stores to say a few things. And our first speaker is Brian Kaltenbach, who is the president of Food for Less. Brian?
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you for your leadership. Thank you for really taking care of Angelenos during this time of difficulty. Thank you also for giving us a platform today in order to share and have better understanding of what the needs are in the food industry and how we can better serve our communities. So I'd like to start, first of all, by thanking all the Angelenos that shop at Food for Less and Ralph's. You're incredibly patient. You're very, very compassionate to our associates trying to serve you, and a big thank you for what you're doing to help us get through this. I'd also like to thank our associates for all their hard work and dedication to the communities we serve. We take this extremely seriously, and we really appreciate all of our associates and what they're doing. Some of the things our associates are doing is that in the middle of the night, they are stocking a lot of groceries. They're trying to replenish the stores, get inventory levels up on the critical items that you're looking for. And we're also doing a lot of cleaning. It's obviously critical that our stores are really clean and that you have a safe place to shop. During the day, we maintain really high standards by ensuring that we constantly clean high-use areas such as pin pads, check stand belts, counters, restrooms, and ensure that we have sanitizing wipes for all the shopping carts that you use every day in our stores. On the supply chain side, I will tell you, I'm extremely proud of our industry. I'm extremely proud of what the manufacturers are doing and what we're doing at the supply chain level to keep things in stock. There is plenty of product. It's just a matter of getting the supply chain caught up from the amount of purchases that have occurred. So I would ask all of you just to continue to be patient and calm. Try to be prudent in the amount of products you're buying at one setting. Allow us to get caught up. But the industry is strong, the food supply is strong, and we will be there for you to serve you in your communities. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Brian. And next up, I'd like to ask Oscar Gonzalez, who's the co-president and chief operating officer of Northgate Markets, to come forward as well to say a few words. Oscar.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Yeah, on behalf of the Northgate Gonzalez family, we want to thank, first of all, our customers for putting their trust in us and our stores. Secondly, our employees have been working tirelessly for the last days, and we want to thank them for the sacrifices and the commitment to our customers and to our communities. Third, I want to reassure that there is no food shortage. The issue that most of us retailers have been dealing with is with this overbuying. Our distribution centers, our suppliers have been impacted. So the faster we can get to normalcy in terms of buying behaviors, then we will be very good. I think that the next thing is our stores. We're committed to staying open, and we're committed to serving our communities. And lastly, I just want to say that our supplier network has also been working diligently with us, and we are very, very proud of all of our vendor partners. And lastly, I would say, I think it's really important as you come to our stores that that you are in a safe shopping environment. So our associates are working tirelessly to keep our stores clean, sanitized, and just please, as you come to the stores, make sure that you are thanking our associates and the associates in this industry, because they're doing everything they can to serve you. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Oscar. Gracias por sus palabras. We'll say a few things in Spanish at the end as well. But next up, Melissa Hill, who is the Director of Community Relations and Government Affairs at Albertsons, is going to say a few words. Melissa?
Good morning, and Mayor, thank you again for this opportunity to bring all of the grocery retailers together. Speaking on behalf of Albertsons, Bonds, and Pavilions, we are so very proud of all of our frontline associates, both in the store and behind the scenes, with our warehouse workers, our truck drivers, our manufacturing plants that are here in the area, helping to serve our stores and ultimately serve our customers. We are doing everything we can to keep the stores open and in stock, so we really appreciate the customers' patience while they allow us to get this done. In addition, as other retailers have mentioned, we are committed to offering the cleanest stores. So when customers are in our stores, our associates are either serving them or they're cleaning the shelves to make sure we have the safest and cleanest sanitized environment for our customers to shop in. We apologize for any out of stocks. We are working our best to get the stores back in business. So again, we're doing everything we can to be there for our communities. So once again, speaking on behalf of Albertsons Bonds and Pavilions, thank you so very much for your patience and for your loyal service. And to our associates, thank you again for all you're doing to help us serve our communities.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your words as well. And I'd like to ask Rob McDougall, who is the president and the CEO of Gelson's Markets, to say some words as well. Rob?
Thank you for this time, and thank you, Mayor, for letting us speak to the customers out there. I just want to reassure our customers that although we are a little bit behind on stocking some shelves, it's not a supply problem. It's just really a people problem and getting that product to the shelves. I would also like to take this time to publicly thank all of our employees at Gelson's, I know who are working much overtime and working really hard to help fulfill your needs in our stores. And I just think it's really important to acknowledge that while you visit the stores and give us a little bit of grace as we work through this issue and this time. It's unprecedented. And just having the mayor's support through this has been really helpful. And we will get through it together, and I look forward to smooth sailing soon. But we are getting the product to the shelf as quick as possible. It's not a matter of supply. But thank you for your time.
Thank you. And finally, our host today at this Ralph's Distribution Center in Paramount. We want to welcome thank Melissa and thank Kendra Doyle, who is here, longtime friend we've worked with on so many issues, and who is here as the Vice President of Merchandising for Ralph's to say a few words. Thank you so much, Kendra.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor, and for all of your strength and leadership that you've balanced with compassion for our communities. We're eternally grateful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the opportunity here to address everyone. We wanted to take this chance to say we really are putting people first at Ralph's and Food for Less, and working with our emergency leave guidelines policy to take care of associates who have been diagnosed, or ensure them that if they have a mandatory quarantine, that they should stay home, of course, or if they're exhibiting symptoms, we are encouraging them to do that as well. And we will take care of paid leave as they move through these challenging and trying times. Our associates really are, as many have said today, our heroes, and we are very honored and proud of all they are doing. And on that note, we are ready for more heroes at Ralph's and Food for Less. We are hiring right now to take care of this increased demand, and we would encourage everyone to go ahead to jobs.ralphs.com or jobs.foodforless.com and apply, most especially for those who are experiencing a lack of work, whether that's our restaurant friends or those in any other service industries. We have jobs. We're ready to hire and get people started as quickly as this week to help take care of our communities. And lastly, I just want to admit, through our Zero Hunger, Zero Waste, we are announcing, Kroger is announcing a donation today that we're making to the National Feeding America organization of $1.5 million to help during this time when our stores are taxed, but also our communities and some of our most vulnerable. And lastly, I would just like to take this opportunity to say to our associates, in our warehouses, in our stores, and in our offices, you inspire me every single minute of every day in how you're taking care of our communities, you're taking care of each other, and the grace that our customers are exhibiting as we all come together as Californians. Thank you for all you do. Look forward to taking care of our stores, associates, and customers in the future.
Thank you. I know we have the check there. Just for folks out there, there's a little proof. We'll have it shown. Practicing good practices, but thank you for Ralph's commitment, and I know the social good that all of you are doing to help us right now. We appreciate that very much. Thank you. Finally, yo quiero decir unas palabras en español brevemente. Es muy importante recordar que hay bastante comida en Los Ángeles, no solamente por días, no solamente por semanas, pero por meses. Y la prueba está aquí.